Hi, this is Kyle from APS, and I'm here to show you how to cleat a line to a horn cleat correctly. You go to any marina and look at the dock or the cleats on a boat, and you'll see some pretty interesting stuff going on here. Some of it is on the verge of being considered macrame. Will these hold? Is it easy to get this undone? Do you have confidence? Do other people know what you've done if you ask them to uncleat this? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the 3 ways to do a cleat hitch. And you may be surprised that you've been using one of them or 2 of them or incorrectly. And so let's build a little confidence. Let me take you through them. Okay, I'm going to take you through 3 different types of cleat hitches. I'm going to do the half wrap, the full wrap, and multi-wrap. I'm going to start here with the half wrap. In North America, this is the standard cleat hitch, and most people think this is the cleat hitch for all situations, but this is not necessarily what it appears. First, the knot itself. You start by going to the horn that's farthest away from the object, from the boat, and take once around the first horn, once around the second horn, but instead of going through here and creating a full loop, you end up with an open loop here. So that's a half wrap. It's a cross, and then it's a tuck. So what this is considered is a lunchtime cleat hitch or a fuel dock cleat hitch. Situations where the boat remains in your line of sight. In some instances, the line can actually start to work its way through and until the bitter end comes out, and it could undo itself. This is especially true if you have smaller diameter line as compared to the size of the horn cleat, or you've got a slippery line. Next, we're going to move into a full wrap cleat hitch. Now, this is where you're going to, say, tie the boat up for the night, or you're going to leave it until you come back the next weekend. No one's going to be keeping an eye on things. You can't allow the line to be slipping around the cleat. This is also generally seen as the standard cleat hitch in Europe. So a little different. A half hitch is kind of the standard in North America, and in Europe, the full wrap. And the way this works is just like before, 1, 2, and now we're going to go all the way around and close this, and as we come over, we'll finish it in this direction. And now what you have is, as this comes under load, you have 2 pieces of line being forced into the horn of the cleat. It creates more friction, so the more this pulls, the more it jams these 2 lines together and adds a locking action. So very, very secure. It can be, when you go to release it, you might have to take and jolt this out, but that's the only downside to it. A lot of security in this. Okay, the third cleat hitch I'm going to show you is the multi-wrap. Now, here's the full wrap. I've got 3/16, 5/16, ½ inch. And it's important for this cleat hitch to work that I have the line diameter paired with the right size cleat. So the rule of thumb is for every 1/16 of an inch of diameter, you get 1 inch of cleat length. In this case, I've got a 3/16 line matched to a 3-inch horn cleat. Great pairing, holds nice and securely. Here I've got 5/16 line paired to a 5-inch. 5/16, 5 inches. I've got a full wrap on here, and that just locks down really nice. I've got good friction of line against here. Here I've got 1/2 inch or 8/16. So I've got an 8-inch cleat here. I've got a full wrap, and that holds very nice. Lots of friction. Okay, so where does the multi-wrap cleat hitch come in? Well, when I've got a small diameter and a much larger cleat, well, I haven't really maximized the pairing there. So if I do a standard half wrap, you can see this wants to slide. Even when I move up to a full wrap, I'm still getting some movement. Not a great thing. And it continues as you move up. to become, I'm going to go straight to a full. That'll just pull right out. And if this was your dinghy's painter, your dinghy would be floating away. So the way to overcome this is think of a winch on your boat and put that on par with the base of this. The more wraps on your winch, the more friction, the more holding power. The more wraps when you have a small diameter line, the more friction you have on the cleat. So it's not about adding extra figure eights. Those actually don't add a lot of surface grip because the line's coming up and off of itself. So here, it's just like you're wrapping a sheet around a winch, pull it, and that's not going anywhere. That is a multi-wrap cleat hitch. We've shown you the half-wrap cleat hitch, the full-wrap cleat hitch, and the multi-wrap cleat hitch. For this and more information, visit the APS Advisor at apsltd.com.